I'm Juliana. I'm here to teach you a yoga practice today. I have convinced my lovely partner Jeremiah to participate, so you can have a different perspective on what these shapes look like in different bodies, not just in the body of the yoga teacher. So we're going to start today lying down on our backs. So you can just lay all the way down. Any kind of position is fine. You can have your arms out by your sides or up overhead, whatever you like. Sometimes I like to place one hand on my chest and one on the belly. You can close your eyes here. Start to soften through your face. Maybe think about that space in between your eyebrows where we often carry tension, and see if you can maybe let go a little bit there. Start to soften through your jaw, your tongue. Just letting go of anything in your face that you're holding on to. And then keep that through the rest of your body. So just checking in with each body part, noticing what you're holding on to that you don't need right now. And see if you can allow yourself to just let go. Just soften. And as you do this, start to pay attention to your breath. So notice how the breath moves in and out. Taking deep inhales and exhales. Notice the sensations that come up with each inhale, maybe feeling the coolness on the tip of your nose. Feeling the chest and belly rise and expand. And then notice what happens with each exhale. Feeling the warmth of the breath as it leaves your body. Maybe your body feels a little bit heavier as you sink down into your mat. But we're just going to take a few deep breaths together. So what we're going to do is we'll inhale to a count of 4, hold, and then exhale to a count of 6 and hold. I'm going to count you through all of it. We'll try it 3 times. So before starting, just take a big inhale, fill up the lungs as much as you can, hold at the top, and then just sigh it all out. And then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can keep going with that if you like, or just move back to a natural breathing pattern, something that's comfortable for you. We'll start to find some movement, so you can just start to wiggle the fingers, the toes, rock the head from side to side. If you'd like, you can take a full body stretch, reaching the arms up overhead, really point through the toes, big inhale, extend. Exhale, just sigh it all out and relax. And then I want you to bring both knees into your chest and give yourself a hug. So you're still on your spine, you're really squeezing the knees into your chest. See if you can keep your tailbone down on the floor, and then keep your shoulder blades down. And then from here, with one hand on each knee, start to rotate the knees out away from each other and then back together. So you're just taking circles with the legs, kind of moving the femur around in your hip socket, breathing. These circles can be big or small, fast or slow, it's up to you. Just whatever feels best for your body. And then when you're ready, just take that in the opposite direction. So moving your circles the other way. And then just send both feet up in the air. And on your inhale, point your toes towards the ceiling. Exhale, flex them towards your face. Try that again. Inhale, point. Exhale to flex. One more big inhale. And exhale. And then just start to roll your feet around at the ankles. So your ankles might crack and pop. If that happens, it's okay. I promise you're going to make it. And then start to roll them in the other direction. So the same thing. find some stillness with your feet. Try lifting your head, lifting your shoulders. Look at your belly just for a little bit of core work. Arms come down by your sides. And slowly lower your legs down. See if you can lower them down still for another count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you get there, take another full body stretch. Arms up overhead, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then bring the knees into the chest again. This time with the arms out by your sides like a T and the palms down on the floor. Just drop both legs over to your right. So you're stacking the hips, stacking the thighs. Try to keep that left shoulder blade down on the floor. Just a little spinal twist. Take another deep breath here. Come back through center and take them over to the other side. Legs go to the left. Again, stacking the hips, stacking the legs. Then that right shoulder stays down on the floor. Come back through center. We're going to come up into a seat from here. So you have a couple options. One option is to round in the spine, rock back and forth until you make your way to a seat, or you can rock onto one side and gently push yourself up. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Just come to a seat at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to your knees. And on your inhale, just push the chest forward, roll the shoulders back, let the head lift. Exhale, round in the spine, chin towards your chest, tuck the tailbone in. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back, head up. Exhale to round. Take one more. And you're gonna exhale. Come to sit up, back to a neutral spine. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. On your exhale, bring the left hand down next to your hips and just drop your torso over to the left. So with your right arm, you're reaching up and over, biceps by the ear, and then think about pushing the floor to the side and away from you with this left hand. What that's going to do is push your right sits bone down into the floor and give you more of a stretch for this right side. On your next inhale, try sweeping that arm back behind you, open up the chest. And then exhale, sweep it all the way forwards and down in front of your left knee. Try that again. Inhale, come up and back. Exhale, forwards and down. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Stay here. Take one more deep breath. You can let the head hang heavy. On your next inhale, come all the way up. Both arms come up overhead reach. Exhale to the other side. So the right hand comes down, and you're just reaching over. So you're dropping the torso over to the right. That left arm is up, bicep by the ear. You're reaching through the fingertips, extending along the side of your torso, and then you're pushing the floor to the right and away from you so that you can get this left sits bone further down into the floor and keep extending. On your next inhale, we're going to open up the chest, sweep the arm back behind you. Exhale, bring it forwards and down in front of the opposite knee. So right. Inhale, up and back.
I'm having trouble understanding it.
Exhale, forwards and down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, and then hold it here. This time, instead of coming up, start to walk your hands down the middle and just fold here. So your forward fold might mean that your face is like mashing down into the floor. It also might mean that you're sitting up like this with just the fingertips down. Wherever you are is a wonderful place to be. Make sure you're breathing nice and deep. So deeply that you feel expansion in your lower back. And then when you're ready, start to walk the hands back up. Bring your hands behind you. This time unwind the legs. You're going to plant your feet. And then with the fingertips pointing forwards and hands behind your hips, you're going to try pushing and lifting the hips up. So this is a reverse tabletop. If you want, you can let the head fall back. If it's comfortable, you can gently move the hips from side to side, whatever feels good for you. And then come all the way down. From here, we're going to come to a regular tabletop shape. So I like to get there by crossing at the ankles and rolling over them, but you can do this in any other transition that you like. So you want your hands to come down to the floor, wrists directly underneath your shoulders, fingers spread out nice and wide, and then knees underneath your hips. On your inhale, try dropping the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale, round to the spine, chin towards the chest, tuck the middle. Inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. Think about pushing your sternum forwards and up. Exhale to round. Take one more on your own at a pace that's comfortable for you. And then come back to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to find some circular motions with the torso. So it's really similar to what we just did, except we're going to imagine that your torso is cleaning out the inside of a giant soup can, which I know sounds weird. But basically what you're going to do is drop the rib cage down, and then bring it over to one side, doesn't matter which side, and then up towards the ceiling or sky, and then over to the other side, and back down. So your elbows can bend a little bit here if you want, but they don't have to. And you're just kind of making these big circular movements with the torso. If you're trying this out and you're like, I don't get it, coordination is hard, don't worry about it. As long as you're breathing and moving in a way that feels good, then you're doing it right. When you're ready, try taking these in the opposite direction. So just move the torso the other way around, reversing your rotation. And then come back to a neutral spine when you're ready. From here, tuck your toes. And then try just hovering the knees over the floor about an inch. So make sure your fingers are spread out nice and wide. You're pushing into all 10 finger pads, all 4 corners of your palms. You're breathing. This should start to feel hard. If it's too much, just drop the knees back down. Otherwise, try holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just bring the knees down. Start to bring the knees together, and then feet come together. Keep the toes tucked, and come to sit back on your heels. So you want to make sure that you feel this nice big arch in the backs of your feet. The toes are tucked underneath you. And then from here, interlace the fingers and just take some figure eight shapes with your hands. So we're just finding mobility in the wrists. It doesn't have to be a figure eight. And then take the knee across. Inhale here. Exhale, release here. Draw the hands back out in front of you, back to your tabletop shape, and then lift the feet up and try hitting the tops of the feet on the floor a few times, just giving your toes a release. And then we're going to take an ankle stretch. So you're going to keep the feet down on the floor, shoelace side of the feet down, so toes are untucked. And then come back to sit on your heels again. So if this is too much on your ankles, just go ahead and lift your hips up. If you're here and you don't feel anything on the ankles, but I want to feel something, try tenting your fingertips next to you, and then gently lean back and see if you can lift your knees up off the floor. So this can be pretty intense. If you try this and you feel like your feet are going to rip off of your legs, then just come back down. It's fine. You don't have to do this. Make sure you're breathing wherever you are. And then when you're ready, we're going to crawl forwards and come into a downward facing dog. So that means your hands are going to come forwards one palm print from where they were in that tabletop shape. You want to keep your hands shoulder width distance apart. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. You're pushing into all 10 finger pads, all 4 corners of your palms. And then go ahead and tuck your toes, send the hips up and back, and push your chest towards your thighs. So you're in this upside down V shape. Think about a nice long spine. So it's one long line from your tailbone all the way down to the crown of your head. Still really strong in the fingers, strong in the hands. And then maybe knees are straight. If that doesn't happen, it's okay. And then you want your heels to come down towards the floor. They don't have to touch today, but they're going in that direction. Take one more nice. And then when you're ready, start to travel your feet up in between your hands. You can walk, you can step, you can hop there. It's up to you. On your inhale, take a half lift, so that means hands come to your shoulders, roll back. Nice flat spine. Exhale, fold back and squeeze the belly. Inhale into the hips to come all the way up, arms come up and reach. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take a moment here, just in this standing shape, to just check in, notice how you're feeling, notice what's going on. See if you can pick up all 10 of your toes and really dip them down to the mat. See if you can engage through your legs so you have a nice stable base under your feet. See if you can engage through your core as well. So you're pulling your belly in and up. On your next inhale, swing the arms up overhead, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows, open up the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows again. This time, hips forward, chest up, head back. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, fold forwards all the way down. Inhale, take a half lift, hands to shins, shoulders roll back. Exhale, fold back and squeeze the belly to pull you towards your legs. Inhale, into the hips with a flat back, come all the way up, arms up and reach. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. This time on your exhale, just drop the right arm down and push the hips over to the left. So you want to keep that left arm up, bicep by the ear. You're getting a nice big side body stretch. Think about really strong in both feet and strong in the legs. So you're staying stable here. Breathe. On your next inhale, come all the way up, arms up and reach. Exhale the left hand down and reach through with the right arm. It's the same thing. So you're reaching those left fingertips down towards the floor, pushing the hips over to the right, extending through the right elbow and biceps by the ear. Breathing nice and deep, strong in the legs. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, take that back bend again. Bend the elbows, hips forward, chest up, head back. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, take a half lift, hands to shins, shoulders roll back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and try stepping back into a high plank. From here, you can drop your knees if you want, or you can stay lifted. I'm going to go ahead and drop my knees. Jeremiah's going to stay lifted. So, from here, try rolling your elbow creases forwards. It's rotation that comes from your shoulders, not from your hands. And what that's going to do is allow your elbows to come straight back when you bend them. So try just bending your elbows, maybe come to a little 90-degree hover. And then on your inhale, drop the hips, lift the chest, push into the hands. Exhale, start to take the hips back into a child's pose. So hips come to your heels, forehead can come down to the floor. You can also bring your arms by your sides with the palms facing up and knuckle side of the hands down. That can be comfortable. Take about 2 more deep breaths here. See if you can breathe really deeply so you feel this all the way in your lower back. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, you're just going to shift the torso forwards. Tuck the toes, and on your exhale, send the hips up and back and straighten out through the knees. You're coming back into a downward facing dog, that upside down knee. For this downward facing dog, take any kind of intuitive movements that feel good. So you can maybe move the hips from side to side, bend into the knees, pedal out the feet. You can lift up one leg, you can lift up the other leg. Whatever feels good for you. Anything that's calling to your body that you might want in this shape. Take about 2 more breaths to explore. And at the bottom of your next exhale, travel the feet up. Walk, step, or hop them up in between the hands. Inhale that half lift, hands to shins, shoulders roll back. Exhale, fold back and squeeze the belly like a head. Inhale, into the hips with a flat back all the way up, arms up and reach. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take another breath or 2 here. Check in, notice how you're feeling, notice what's going on. Maybe you feel a little sweaty. Maybe you feel calmer. Take a little bit of oxygen to your brain. So just notice what's happening for you. It doesn't have to be anything and then we'll keep moving. When you're inhaling, sweep your arms up overhead again. This time, interlace the fingers, pointer fingers come out long, try straightening out through the elbows. So your biceps are either by your ears or behind your ears. Strong in the feet, strong in the legs, strong in the belly, and then just tick-tock from side to side. So as your hands go one way, your hips are going to push in the opposite direction. Nice big stretches for your side body. On your next inhale, come up through center, reach really long. On your exhale, fold forwards all the way down. Inhale, take that half lift again, hands to shins, shoulder back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. This time, only step back with your left foot. You're going to go way back as far as you can, coming into a low lunge. Check in with your right knee. Make sure it's above your right ankle and your toes are pointing forwards. Check in with your back foot. Make sure your feet are hip-width distance apart. That's like they're on 2 skis, not on a tightrope. You want them staggered. That's going to help you with your balance. From here, drop the back knee, untuck your toes. Drop your left hand, make sure the wrist is just underneath your shoulder, fingers spread out nice and wide. And try looking the right arm up and twist to the right. And then we're going to switch the other way. We're going to keep the legs in the same place. So bring the right hand down to the outside of your foot. Palm comes down. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift the left arm. It's going to feel a little funky. And then bring that hand back down. From here, you're going to start to kind of heel toe this right foot out to the outer width of your mat and bring your hand to the inside of your foot. Try coming onto the outer blade of this foot and letting the knee wing out. If that's too much or this feels weird on your foot or ankle, another option is you can just point your right toes out to the right so you're kind of pivoting at your heel and then let the knee wing out. Either way is fine. I personally like being on the outer blade of my foot, but you should feel this in your hip here, the right hip, groin area. You can stay up on your hands or you can try coming down onto your forearms, but that can be a lot. So check in, notice what feels good for you. And if you're here and you are comfortable enough, you might consider gently rocking the hips from side to side. Make sure you're breathing. And then come back up onto your hands if you're not already there. Bring that knee back up so the sole of the foot is on the floor, knee is pointing up. And then we're going to take kind of like a wide half split from here. So you're just going to start to straighten out through that knee as much as you can. Walk your hands back with you. Maybe those toes come up off the floor. You want to keep your hips above your left knee. So that means you're not all the way back here on your heel, but rather lifted, and this way you get leverage so that you can fold forwards. The more you fold forwards, the more you're going to feel this in the back of your leg. Feel free to move that right hand to the outside of your right leg. That helps you with your balance. And then we're going to take a little twist from here. So try pointing your right toes over to the right, so the outer blade of your foot comes to the floor, and then walk your hands over to the right. And as you do that, notice that your hips push to the left. So maybe both hands come to the outside of that right leg. So if you're here, try straightening out through this right knee. If that doesn't happen, it's okay. You'll still feel it. And then come back through center. Bend back into your knee. Plant hands on either side of your foot. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee up off the floor. And just slide your right leg back into a downward facing dog. Once you get here, take those intuitive movements that feel good. Pedal out the feet, move the hips, wherever you like. And then we're going to come up to the top of the mat. So both feet come up in between the hands. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come all the way up, arms up and reach. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take another 1, 2, 3. Exhale to do all of that on the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up, interlace the fingers, pointer fingers come out, straighten out through the elbows. This time, instead of tick-tocking, we're going to hold those side body stretches. So on an inhale, lift as much as you can, extend. On your exhale, drop the hands to the right, so you're pushing the hips over to the left. Check in with your shoulders here, make sure they're stacked. So one thing that tends to happen is that left shoulder comes forwards, and then your hips end up coming back. See if you can draw your right shoulder forwards, and then roll the left shoulder back so that they're stacked. Chin stays out of the chest. Inhale, come all the way back. Exhale to the other side. So hands are going to the left, hips are pushing to the right. You're using the left arm to pull the right arm nice and long, stacking the shoulders, making sure that this left shoulder doesn't come back, but rather pushing it forwards. Chin out of the chest, you can look forwards or maybe even up and to the right. Make sure you're breathing, strong in the legs, strong in the feet. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring the hands to your lower back, fingertips pointing down. So I'm going to do it from behind, Jeremiah will do it forwards. So really strong in the feet, strong in the legs, and when you're ready, just start to push your hips forwards, and the chest up and the head back. And we go as far as you can or as far as you want to. Take one more breath. On your inhale, come all the way up, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, take your half lift, hands to shin, shoulders roll back. Exhale.
bend the knees, plant the hands, and only slide that right foot back. So you're in this low lunge on the left side. Make sure that knee is lifted up over your left ankle. Toes are pointing forwards, feet are hip width distance apart. Drop the back knee and untuck your toes. You're really grounded in the right hand. Make sure the wrist is somewhere underneath the right shoulder. And then lift the left arm up and twist to the left. And then go ahead and bring that hand down. We'll take that twist on the other side. So your hand's coming to the outside of your foot. And then your left wrist is underneath your left shoulder. On your inhale, reach the right arm up and twist to the left. And then go ahead and come back down. From here, wiggle your foot to the outer width of the mat and bring your hand to the inside of your foot. So we're going to take this hip stretch. You can come onto the outer blade of your left foot and let the knee wing out, or you can point the toes out and let the knee wing out. It's up to you. Find what feels best for you. Most people have a preference. And then you can either stay on your hands here and just kind of sink into this, or you can come down onto your forearms. Whatever you like is fine. Make sure you are breathing. If it feels okay, you can gently move the hips from side to side. And then when you're ready, come back up onto your hands if you're not already there. Bring the sole of the foot back to the floor so that the knee is pointing up, and then start to send the hips back and straighten out through your knee. You can walk the knees back with you. Maybe curl those toes towards the face. If it's easier for your balance, go ahead and bring that left hand to the outside of your leg. And then you start to fold the body forwards. The more you do that, the more you're going to feel on the back of your leg. If you're here and your left hamstrings are just screaming at you, then feel free to maybe lift the torso up and just kind of do what you can. Find a place in which you feel a stretch, but you're not hurting yourself. Take a couple more deep breaths wherever you are. And then start to push your hips over to the right. You're going to drop those toes over to the left and come to the outer blade of your foot. Start to walk your hands over to the left side of your leg. So you're taking that twist. Try straightening up your left knee. Breathing in. And then come back through center. You're going to bend back into your knee. You can wiggle it kind of a little bit further in. Hands come onto either sides of your foot. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. And just send that left leg back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Move the hips around. Whatever feels good. And then we're going to come to a seat. So you can start to kind of walk your feet up to maybe the front of or middle of your mat. Come to sit down. Try bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees out nice and wide. From here, sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Breathe. And we're going to take a forward fold. So try leaning in. You can do this with a flat spine or a rounded spine. A flat spine means your shoulders are rolled back, almost like you're trying to hold a pencil in between your shoulder blades, and then you're hinging at the hips to come forward. A rounded spine means you just kind of let everything fall and sink into this. So do whatever feels best for you. If you have lower back issues, I would suggest taking a flat back, but that's just going to protect your back because you're using a lot more muscles, especially in your core. Take a couple of deep breaths. Think about lengthening with each inhale and then sinking deeper with each exhale. And then go ahead and come all the way up. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, knees point up. Start to lean back, bring your hands behind you and just drop the knees from side to side. And then we're going to get into the hips a little bit more here. So from this same shape with your hands behind you, you're just going to take your right ankle and bring it to the top of your left thigh, kind of making like a figure 4 shape with your legs. And then from here, just rock them from side to side again. Notice how this feels on the outside of your right hip. Notice how it feels on your left hip as well, especially when you drop your legs over to the right. You're going to feel a big internal rotation on the left side. And then come back through center, unwind, and just take that on the other side. So you're bringing the left ankle to the top of your right thigh and just drop back and forth. So these don't have to be like complete semicircle, but they don't have to be as large of a semicircle as these are. So you can maybe just like rock like this, you know, if that's enough for you. You don't have to come all the way down to the floor. Come back through center, unwind the legs, extend the legs out nice and long, sit up tall, and then go ahead and just roll the wrists out here. As you're rolling them, you can start to wiggle the fingers, and then wiggle the chin. And then on your inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. On your exhale, try hinging forwards and folding over your legs. So it does not matter where your hands land here. You do not have to be able to touch your toes. I promise you there is no enlightenment found in your feet. As long as your knees are straight, then it's all good. We're just looking for a stretch along the backs of your legs and also the back of your torso. You should feel this in the back. Take big deep breaths. Again, lengthening with each inhale, and then maybe sinking with each exhale. Go ahead and lift yourself back up. Slide the hands behind you, just underneath your shoulders, fingertips pointing forwards, palms completely down. And then try bending your elbows, and then inhale, push back up, let the head fall back. Try that again. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, push up. One more. Exhale, bend. Push up, take a little back bend. And then just gently come all the way down to the floor. So you're lying back down on your back. You can take another full body stretch once you get your arms up overhead, point through the toes, inhale, reach. Exhale, send it out. And we're just gonna move into Shavasana from here. So Shavasana is our final resting posture. It's where you just lay there and do nothing. It's really awesome. It's super important. It is your time to kind of soak in the healing energy of your practice. You're giving yourself this space to just be still. It is easy for the body, not so easy for the brain sometimes. So if you find that in your Shavasana you are jumping from thought to thought, know that that's okay, that it's normal, but see if you can maybe just reel it back to your breath. Bring your focus in. Maybe tell yourself, I am inhaling, I am exhaling. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes here, and in that time I'm going to be giving Jeremiah some Shavasana adjustments. It is not something that you need to enjoy your Shavasana. It's just something that feels really nice if you have someone who has it, and I do, and I love it, so thank you. So just relax here, maybe closing your eyes, softening through your face again. Finding your breath. Start to breathe in a little deeper through your nose. Just gently bringing your awareness back. You can start to invite some small movements into your body. Maybe wiggle the fingers, the toes, rock the head, roll out the wrists and ankles. And then when you're ready, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Just kind of sending some gratitude to your body for everything that it does for you, which is a whole lot. And then from here, you can either just rock up into a seat or rock onto one side and just gently push yourself up into a seat. It's up to you. Sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders down away from your ears. And just take another moment to check in. Notice what's going on with you. Know that it was my honor to lead you through this virtual practice today. Thank you all so much for participating and taking this time out for yourself. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was fun. And
Good.
thank you so much for that suggestion, Jessica.
Oh, you're welcome.
Awesome.